This is the most comprehensive piece of legislation Nigeria's ever had in a long time. So whether you're a freelancer, you're a business owner, you're a founder, whether you do anything that has to do with earning an income, the Nigerian tax law has something for you. For instance, for employees, for instance, I think this is the first time you're going to be having a law that definitely says, oh, some people don't pay taxes because we know that you're not earning enough. So if you're earning 800K and below, you're not paying any tax. That's per year, per annum. That's about 66,000 naira per month. You're not paying any tax. Then it gets progressive from there all the way to 25%. For instance, if you're earning 4 million naira and above per month, you're definitely going to be paying about 25% every month as tax. So prior to now, if you're working in a Nigerian company, you're not necessarily the one remitting tax to the government. That's the job of your company. That's why you have a gross income and you have a net income. So I see a lot of the conversation on Twitter or maybe on social media has everybody on the edge because everybody's asking, how much am I going to pay in as tax? How much am I going to pay in as tax? But trust me, if you're working in a Nigerian company that is tax compliant, you're probably already paying taxes already, but you probably don't know how much you're paying. And you probably won't even know how much you're paying next year because now it's the company that is going to have to factor in the calculations. But for the average freelancer, there is a law for the first time that says, oh, okay, we know you work with a foreign company, but you stay in Nigeria, so you have to pay taxes. And there is an entire schedule, an entire how-to. Now you have to be the one to file your taxes, file your income. Okay, this is how much I'm earning. An interesting thing is you cannot lie, because if you lie, they know, because your money goes through an electronic channel. And the FIRS, which is going to become the Nigerian Revenue Service from next year, is going to get the power to plug into every place that money flows through. That includes the NIBSS, that's the Nigerian Interbank Settlement System, customs, everywhere you can think, even banks, fintechs, everybody is going to plug in. So now everywhere that money flows into, the NIRS is going to be sitting down like this, looking like, oh, okay, this person says they earn 5 million, but why did they receive 10 million from so-and-so company? And it also has penalties. The powers that the NIRS, that's the Nigerian Revenue Service, will get from next year, I don't think any one enforcement body has that much power currently today. So there's Ajawa & Sons, for instance. Ajawa & Sons wants to, they want to employ the services of Mr. Lagbaja. So Mr. Lagbaja is not a business. Mr. Lagbaja is just Mr. Lagbaja. So Ajawa & Sons says, oh, Mr. Lagbaja, come and help us do this. Mr. Lagbaja does it, and then they pay Mr. Lagbaja whatever amount they've actually said, oh, we're going to pay you. But if at any point the NIRS comes in and says, oh, hey, you carried out business with Mr. Lagbaja, but do you know that Mr. Lagbaja doesn't pay taxes on his income? Yes, you'll be shocked and you'll be like, oh, okay, we're sorry, we did not know. But the NIRS is going to say, yeah, bitch, we are sorry you don't know, but now give us 5 million naira. We need your 5 million naira because that's a fine. So, and you know, they say something about, in the law, there isn't ignorance in the law. There's a lot we still don't know about the law. But the beautiful thing is that this law was passed early enough. I mean, it was signed in July, I think it was June, and it doesn't come into effect until January 2026. So there's still a lot of time for us to get a lot of knowledge, because I think what the committee in charge of the law has done is, okay, let's give people time to understand. Let's give people time to ask questions. Let's give people time to actually find out, okay, how does this impact them? So this is not the time for ignorance or the time for assumptions or maybe even the time for caution. And I get the fear, I get the caution, but this is not the time for that. This is the time to seek knowledge. This is the time to seek experts. Thank you.